We're back. Fitness test day is over. It's day 16. I'm Shane.
I'm Alice.
Today's mobility day. So it's a full body mobility day. It's a massive breather from the intensity from yesterday, and everything's pretty chill today. So what we have today is about a minute for each exercise. I think we got 7 or 8 exercises. And then we have loads of time in between, about 45 seconds. So if you want to take a little bit more time to do the last exercise or practice for the next one, there is tons of time today. And the intensity level is way down. So let's just get straight into it. So 60-second exercises, all working for full body mobility today. Your first one looks like this. So I call them spiders because it kind of looks like a spider. Some people call them groinies, but that sounds a bit weird. Where I want you to get to for the first exercise is this. If you can start on your knees, that's great. And you get into that kind of tabletop position. And then all you're going to do is take that left foot out as wide as you can and sit into it. That's it. That's all you're going to do. Hold it for about a second or two, come back in, and then switch legs. It really goes outside. If you want to advance it, you'll do the exact same thing from a plank position. Step all the way in, hold for 2 seconds, and then come back in. That's it. We're going to do it for a minute. You'll have a 45-second breather. If you want to drift off into the break and keep going because you feel comfortable with it, all on you. Much more chill today. Let's start your minute. Your first one's on. Let's go. Little spiders. So Alice is going to do the plank one, and then I'll do the one on your knees. If you're not that flexible, that's cool. And then what I really want you to focus on is that you get your feet wide, right? Because we're used to going here, hands narrow, and your foot comes beside it. What I want you to do today is take it way out there, like a spider's leg, and just push into it. Now you just hold for a couple of seconds, and then you come back in, and you go out wide. The opposite way. If you can do it in a plank, make sure that you're keeping all of those fundamentals the same. Shoulders, elbows, wrist, all on top of each other, and let your feet go real wide. About 25 seconds, a little bit less. If you want to drift into this and keep going, that's fine. The timer's there just to keep us honest today. If you're feeling something and you want to keep going with it, that's on you. Keep going. Got about 10 seconds left. Easy, chilled intensity today. Last 5. Last 4. If you want to keep going, keep going. Make sure you're even on both feet. And if you're taking a breather, take it now. Right, we're going to get into that lunge position again, right? So I'm going to start with my left foot down, my right knee on the floor. Now this is the important bit. I'm going to bring my hands together in the middle of my chest. So if they start in the middle of my chest, they push all the way out. And then all I'm going to do to start this exercise is rotate over my left knee, but I'm never going to let my hands leave the center of my chest. So you find your rotation right there, and you can just practice this once we're getting ready for this round to start. And then intermittently during the round, all I'm going to do is get there, and once I feel like I'm comfortable and I can feel a little bit of a stretch there, I'm going to lift, hold that lunge for as long as I feel comfortable with, and then drop back down. That's where we go. Left foot, right knee, hands in together, rotate. Once you reach the point that you can't rotate past, then you lift that knee and you're just going to stay there, and you're going to try and stay relaxed as possible. What you don't want to have happen is that this happens, that your hands move further than your chest does. They have to stay right there, and you rotate and you stay in it. And when you need your break, come back down, take a knee and go again. Come back in, get in position, and then lift. Nice low lunge position. And then you really have to focus on your breath. You'll feel it. And when it gets too much, you drop. You come back into center. You relax and you go again. Time for one more. 15 seconds in. Rotate. Lift. And I'm going to hold this all the way to the end for 10 seconds. I'm going to stay as relaxed as I can. We got 5. We got 4. We got 3, 2, 1. Back into center. If you want to keep going with it, that's fine. I'm going to shake it out, and then we're doing the exact same thing on the opposite leg. So left knee is down, right foot is going to step forwards. I get in position, and just whilst we're waiting on the round to start, just get used to this. Just rotating, and I already notice, I know I'm not as flexible. I don't have the same flexibility moving this side. So I don't go as far, and I don't try to force it. I get there, I hold, and then when I feel comfortable, I'll lift. 10 seconds, we're getting into it. So shake it off if you want. If you're already in it, that's on you. Keep going. Rest of us are in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, up. Rotate first. Feet don't leave the ground. You find that point where you can't rotate comfortably, and then you lift that knee and you hold. And if you only hold for a couple of seconds, that's fine. Come back down, come back to center, release, and then go again. Center. Every time you go, you get just a little bit further without forcing it. It will just happen. I promise you, it's just going to happen. And then you breathe and you try to stay relaxed. Because if you can control your breath, if you hold your breath, you're going to get really tight, you're going to fall. You have to keep breathing all the way through. Come back in, relax, go back in. I'm going to do one more. You got about 20 seconds left. I'm in, got a much better rotation, third time in. And then I'm going to lift, and I'm going to hold it to the finish because we all have 10 seconds. If we can all stay for 10, stay with it and breathe. Nice and solid. Nice, Alice. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Come back in. Right. Back into something that's a little bit more familiar. You're going to go from down dog to up dog in a series of moves. And here's what it looks like. Down dog, you know, right? You know, your heels are down. Your head is in between your shoulder blades. That's where you go. I want you to then drop your forearms, then drop your chest. Then lift up into up dog. Then back on your forearms. Lift your bum in the air. And then extend. So forearms, chest, up, forearms, bum, and then an extension right at the end if you can. Take your time with it. We're in for a minute. Let's watch Alice do it. So up dog, head in between her shoulder blades, bum in the air, no rush. Onto her forearms. Chest comes forward, chest comes up, back down on her forearms, and then push your bum in the air. And then extend. If you need to extend by going left hand, right hand, that's fine. No worries. Back down. Perfect. Ain't rush, not rushing it. There's no rush today. You might feel this on your triceps as you get down and back up. Chest to the floor. Lift your bum onto your forearms. And then extend all the way up. So Alice goes left, right. That's okay. That's fine until you get the strength. It's okay to push off one side and catch up with the other. Chest back down. It's all about control. You have about 10 seconds. That might give you enough time to do one more. And remember, those breaks are yours. So if you're feeling this and you've just gotten used to it and you want to do one or two more, the round is up, but you keep on going. You keep on going. Alice is going to finish this one maybe. Yeah, there we go. Back down to down dog. Next one is a Superman. So she's going to stay right down on the floor. Now, Superman, your breath is important. You're going to take a breath. You're going to blow it away and just lift your upper body off the floor. Alice is lifting her feet, but if you can't lift your feet, just do the upper body, Alice. Lift and then lower. Breathe in, blow away. And then if you can add in those feet, 15 seconds time, everything comes up, everything lowers, and you take that little pause right at the top. You take that little pause. We're going in 6 seconds. If you're already in it, good on you. Go in 3, 2, 1. Big breath. Blow it away, create some space, lift everything, pause for a second. That's important. And then come back down. Nice, Alice, again. Control, no rush, no panic. That's not what we're doing today. That was yesterday. The panic was yesterday. Now we're relaxing.
Massive panic.
Massive panic yesterday. So Alice is just nice and controlled. Easy peasy. She's got about 30 seconds left. And if it gets too much and you can't bring the feet up anymore, just leave them. It's not that important. You want to make sure that you can lift that chest off. Keep the straightest line that you can. And then just breathe all the way through. About 20 seconds left, Alice. Come on. Easy. Not really enough space for me to do this. This room is like the TARDIS, but not quite for two people doing two Supermans. Inside 10 seconds. But like I said, if you want to keep going, on you today. 3, 2, 1, little breather. We're going into a bear position. And a bear position is kind of like everything's just at 90 degrees, right? So you kind of feel like you're in that bear crawl position. So you start with your hands, shoulders, elbows, wrists, all aligned. And then you get up on your toes so that your knees are at 90 and your hips are at 90. About shoulder width apart. And from there, you're going to go from bear and then extend back as much as you can. Straighten those legs, heels down into down dog. back into bear, back into down dog. That's where we go. We're on there in 10 seconds. Take your time. Let your head move so it goes all the way in between your legs and then comes back to a neutral position, pointing down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Alice. Bear position. Everything at 90 degrees. And then you just want to push back, straighten, right? So as you push back, your head is tilting under, your legs straighten, and you get right in here. So your head is right in between your shoulder blades. And then you come back down into that bear position and look how neutral your gaze is, right down to the floor. And then it just follows all the way through. Your chin doesn't really tuck or lift or lower, it just stays in the same position. But because your body is moving, it has to go back the other way. Easy. About 25 seconds left. Take your time with it. Nice, Alice. Really trying to straighten. Every time you go back, try to get a little bit straighter. Just a little bit straighter with those legs. And then you can hear Alice breathing. Nice and controlled. No heavy breaths. Just nice, easy, constant breaths. For 3, for 2, for 1. We're already into the last exercise and we're staying in that bear position. So we're staying in that bear position, but this time I want to get a little extension in that leg. So same principles. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. You get up onto all fours. Everything's at 90 degrees. And without rotating anything, I want you to take one leg at a time, extend it back, point that toe, hold for a second, and then come back in. Extend, no rotation, 0 rotation. You just extend, point that toe, hold for a second, come back in, and go again. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. We're on in 3, 2, 1. And this is our round. That's it. This will take us to halfway in this class. You're trying to keep that knee bent and pretty low, pretty constant. And then you don't rotate. And after this, we're going to go right back to the start. We're going to do everything right from the beginning again. About 40 seconds left. Take your time. Take your time. I'm in. Bear. Do I have enough space without kicking the wall? Yes! So really feel that squeeze in your bum. As you push it back, squeeze that bum as much as you can. Kick out, squeeze. Try to really get that heel and that toe up towards with a straight leg. That's important. Get that leg straight. A little lower, Alice. You're getting just a touch high. That's what happens when you get tired. 10 seconds, we take a breather. We go right back to the start. If you're feeling this, just keep feeling it. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. If you're still going, you're still going. We're going to go right back in. Take that little breather. You can practice these little spider positions if you want. Right back to where we were. You're either on your knees or you start in a plank position. Tabletop position, kind of bear position with knees on the floor. Then look how far outside I want to get with this. And whoa, bang, heavy foot, Alice. Back in, out, back in. I really want you to get wide with it. We're going in 10 seconds. And if you can do that in plank, fantastic. If you are, you have to keep that alignment. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, you'll never get outside. 3, 2, 1, we're in. Let's go. Hands can come kind of narrow. That might help. And then you just step outside. And if that's all you can get to, that's fine. Come back in. Go the same distance on both sides. Now I'm getting a bit heavy footed. Pause for a second. And then maybe each time you go, you get just a little bit wider and you pause for maybe an extra second. And then you come back in and you go again. Just opening up those groin, those hip flexors, all that good stuff. You're about halfway through. Take your time. Nice, Alice. Breathe. You can hear Alice breathe. You'll need to. Nice, controlled, steady breaths. 10 seconds there, thereabouts, but the time pretty flexible today. Take your time. We're going to be into that lunge position in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Take a breather. That little lunge rotation. I'm going to start on my left side. And whilst we're in this recovery, it's all I'm going to work on. Making sure I'm nice and tall, making sure that my hands get there, and then I just figure out how far I can rotate. And you'll start to feel it all down the opposite side. That's it. It's the only place I'm going to. That's all I'm working on in this little recovery period. And then when that minute starts, then I'll start lifting off. Got about 15 seconds. Just get used to it. Stay there. Then rotate. Your hands never, if you pull them in, they're right to the middle of your chest. We go in 5. We lift off that back foot. In 4. In 3. In 2. We're on it. Let's go. Hands together. Rotate. Find your point that you can't go any further. Then lift and hold. And then it's super important your breath is steady. Calm everything down. Don't panic. And when you need to, you come down, you come back to center, you relax, and then you go again. Hands in, rotate, lift, and breathe. Solid. Solid. Easy. Relaxed. You'll start to feel it shake a little bit. When you do, come back in, release, come back in, shake it off. I've got time for one more, about 20 seconds left. I find my midpoint. I rotate. I feel it down that side. And then I'm going to lift, and the last 10 seconds we're all in. Last 10 seconds we're all in. Come on. Breathe, relax. Breathe, stay calm. Got 5, got 4, got 3, 2, 1. Relax, shake it off. If you're still going, you're still going. We're just going to switch sides. We're going to work on that fundamental again. Take that foot forward. Stay tall. Feel it. Right down this big side. And then all we're doing until this minute starts is finding how far we can rotate and then come back in. Find out how far we can rotate and then come back in. Those hands come to the center all the time. If you want to check, it's easy. Just bring them in. And you'll know, because usually what happens is you have to bend one of your arms. If you're going to get out of alignment, you have to bend one of your arms. If they're dead straight, you know you're in the right position. Right there. We go in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1. It's go time. Hands up. Find your center. I'm already, from the first round, I'm already a little bit further. And it feels way more comfortable. So I can feel the difference already. That little exercise has worked. That bit of prep work before we start the round has enabled me to get a little bit further around. I'm going to release, come back to center, and I know I'm going further this time. I can feel it. I'm back in. I rotate. Oh, where's my pinch point now? And then I lift, and I hold, and I breathe real steady. And if it's only a couple of seconds, that's fine. That's all it takes. And I'm going to relax, come back to center, release, and I'll have time for one more. 20 seconds left. I'm going for it this time. Hands, full rotation. Really feel it down here. And I'm going to hold for 10 seconds. I'm in it. Breathe. Control. Don't go anywhere. Don't let those hands leave the middle of your chest. They're right there and they're relaxed. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Come back down. Shake it off. Little rest. Down dog to up dog. Alice, give us a look at it again. Up dog position. In your heels. Bum in the air, head in between your shoulders. Let those elbows fold. Let your chest come to the floor. Lift up. Back down on your forearms. Lift your bum. And then extend if you need. If you need to adjust your feet because you're slipping around, that's fine. One more time, Alice, so we can see. Forearms. Chest folds forward. We lift up from your forearms. Lift up from your forearms. Collapse back down on your forearms. Bum in the air. We're in it. Let's go. We're in it. Let's go. You don't want to move your hands in between, right? You don't want to move your hands in between. You're there. And then what you want to do is just let them fold onto the floor. Don't move them. Just let them fold. Then your chest will have to come forwards. Don't move your hands to come up. What I want you to do is from that position, really push and use your triceps to get you up there. Let them fold, chest back to the floor, lift that bum as high as you can, and then extend into that down dog. Extend. Forearms fold, chest comes all the way forwards, and then those triceps are loaded so that you can push straight up. You'll feel it. Then you relax, back down, 15 seconds. Come on. Bum goes in the air, and then you extend all the way up. Easy, 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 easy. Got 5, got 4, got 3, 2, 1. Rest. Easy little Supermans. Alice, you're taking over from this. Show them again. For that lower back. Leave the feet out of it the first time you do it. Stay on the floor. Take a big breath. As you blow it away, you lift. Come back down. Lift. And if you can, those feet are going to come off at the same time. Feet are going to come off at the same time. Take your breather if you need it. 20 seconds before the minute starts. It's okay to take your breath. Let everything settle. We're going in 10 seconds. You ready, Alice?
Yeah.
She better be. She's doing it. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe first. Blow it away. And then keep that tempo. Your breath dictates the tempo, right? Nothing else. A lot of people hold their breath when they're exercising, especially when they're doing stuff like this. You need to fill with oxygen. That gets into your blood, gets into your muscles. That's how the magic happens. That's the good stuff. 40 seconds. Nice, Alice. Come on. Breathe and allow your breath to become the tempo. Allow your breath to become the tempo. 30 seconds left. Come on. Lift. If you're a little more advanced, you hold at the top and you take a breath in and out at the top. And then you release back into it. So if you're a little advanced for the last 15 seconds, you breathe, you blow away. You hold, you breathe, and then you blow away. You breathe, and then you lift as you blow away. Breathe in at the top, blow out on the way back down. Control it. 3, 2, 1. Rest, 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 rest. 2 more exercises left. That's it. Bear to down dog, and then that bear extension. Very important. I keep saying it. I must have said it 1,000 times already in these 16 days. Shoulders on top of your elbows, elbows on top of your wrist, knees at 90, hips at 90, and then from there, push back as high as you can. A little test, if you bring your feet in just a little bit more, you'll feel you have to get a little higher to get all the way up there. So if you bring your feet in just a little, it'll make it a little more difficult. Run this thing, get ready. Last 2 minutes is coming our way. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go. Right there. Push back. Come back into center. Everything stacked on top of itself. Everything. Push back. Really feel it down the back of your legs, your calves, your hamstrings, behind your knees. That's where we want the good stuff to happen. Push. And get that head in between your shoulder blades. Easy. Controlled. Nothing difficult today. Nothing difficult. This is the breather that we have earned after 15 days of going at it. This is the breather we've earned. It's also the one we need to power through the rest of this program. 20 seconds left. Come on. Control, Alice. Nice. Straighten those legs. Nice straight back. Bum as high as she can get it in the air. About 10 seconds left. We're in the last exercise. How easy and nice was this today? Chilled. Relaxed. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Bear into that little leg extension. Same deal. Shoulders, elbows, wrists. Never changes. We're up. And then we really point that toe and explode. Now don't get high. When you get tired, this knee wants to come off the floor. That's what happens. You get tired and you go, fuck no. So you do this and you go, yeah, lift. Don't do that. Stay low. Everything stays at 90 except that leg that pushes out and then comes back in. Pushes out. Look at how little anything else is moving. Point that toe. Squeeze that bum cheek. This is our last minute. Back to our regularly scheduled programming tomorrow. But 1 more minute left. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Alice. Bear. Into an extension. Then back in. Bear. Into an extension. Back in. Slightly different mobility day. A little bit more in the shoulders today. Just trying to get those engaged. And then that little pause. And you'll feel this. You'll feel this in your legs tomorrow for sure. But it's a different type. It's a different type of training. It's a different type of intensity. It's a different way of communicating with your muscle groups. That's all. It's not better or worse. It's just different. 30 seconds left. Come on, Alice. We're in this. We got this to the finish. Keep that back leg straight. So when that leg comes, Alice, I'm coming for you, come on. She's feeling it. Extend it. Point that toe. Come back in. Stay low. Low. She's got 10 seconds left, more or less 10 seconds now. Can she stay low? Come on, team. We're there. We got 6. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Well done. Easy. That was nice after yesterday. If you're running off, core day tomorrow, don't miss it. And if you're staying for the stretch, we're in it. Let's go. See, we can be nice. The stretch is nice too, it's easy. All right, take a knee. Take a knee, I'll go opposite leg actually, so you can see. Left knee down, right foot forward, and then all I want you to do, it's just an extension of that stretch that we've been doing. Just push your hip forwards, but stay real tall. And then do nothing. That's it. Just feel like you're pushing that hip forwards, feel like you're staying tall. Super simple. And then if you want to advance it, you'll take your hands out, point your palms down, and then you're just going to take them down as far as you can towards your right hip. But same thing, they stay together. Make a little diamond. They stay together. And then you'll rotate as far as you can. And you just stay there. Stay tall. Push that hip forwards. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Come back to center. Stay on that leg. Sit all the way back down on your heel. And let that leg extend out in front of you. Now, as far as you can reach down, all the way down, keep touching, keep touching, keep touching. If you get all the way down to your foot, that's great. If not, just run your hand down over your knee, and if you get to the middle of your calf, that's fine. You want to keep that leg straight. Straight, 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 all the way down. Hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently lift yourself back up. Switch feet, and then do the exact same thing. Nice and tall. Push that hip forwards. Stay there, don't do anything, no pushing on anything, hands are free, you're relaxed. Then when you're ready, you lift those hands up, you'll make a little diamond, and then you're going to rotate down as far as you can. That's on you. Don't let your elbows bend, keep them straight, and then you'll really feel it all down, that opposite side. Straight, 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 stay tall. Hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Come back into center. Sit all the way back on top of that heel. And then reach down as far as you think you can. And keep breathing. Keep on breathing. Breathe, 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 breathe. And stay there. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Use your hands. Help you come back up into center. And then take your feet wide. Leave your feet together. Knees go wide, sit back into it, and then fall into child pose, reaching out as far as you can. Breathe. You're going to take like 3 big deep breaths in and exhale. The first one, big breath in, blow it away. Big breath in, blow it away. Last one, big breath. And as you blow it away, bring yourself forwards. Keep your feet together. Keep your knees wide. Push those hips to the floor. Let your heels go to the sky. And then do the same thing. Just take those big breaths. Get blood into it. One more big breath. Blow it away, split your feet, push back in to down dog. Legs straighten, arms straighten, get as tall as you can. Push that bum in the air. Try to push your chest forwards. And then walk your hands into your feet. And then round out slowly for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, for 1. Come back into center. Right hand to your chest, left hand wide. Make big rotations, then just split. So you're going to use that back hand to give you just a little bit of momentum to really reach as far back as you can. Boom. Switches. One hand stays to the middle of your chest. One hand goes all the way back. Open up that lower back. Easy. 5 more. Give me 4 more. Last 3, 2, last 1. Bring it in. Take your hands all the way to the sky and then open them up. So you keep them at shoulder height, palms face to the sky, and then as far as you can get them back, and then just slowly lower and lift. Slowly lower and lift. And if you start out here, right, that's fine. If you're out there, that's fine. But every time you move it up and down, just let it gradually go backwards. Chin stays up. Eyes stay forward. It's nice and slow and controlled. And then eventually you'll find yourself all the way back here, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Your chest is out and it's proud. You can only do that if your chin is up and your focus is up. And then you turn your hands in. You round out. Open for 2. Together for 2. Back 2. Together 2. 3 more. 2 more. Last 1, making big singles, big singles, big singles, big singles for 3, 2, 1. Good job, team. We're back on core day tomorrow. The pace will lift just a little bit. We're over the halfway point. We're on the home straight. What day is it tomorrow? 17. Day 17 tomorrow. See you then. Have a good one.